What is good, YouTube?
What's up?
Back with another video, and as you guys can see,
we got some exciting news for you guys.
Twin done leveled up on you.
So
big baller.
5.0 GT Mustang and a manual, and I could make a whole story time from driving it from the dealership, not knowing how to drive manual. But man, this car has been a challenge. That's been super frustrating at times, but one of the funnest cars I've ever driven in my entire life.
Man, this shit is fast. I'm jealous. I am jealous. Nah, this 5.0 is crazy, and I've always seen them go fast on the road, so I already knew. We're not really like speed junkies or nothing. We never were used to any of this stuff, so we just buying cars that we like, and you know, they powerful. They muscle cars we've always dreamed of having. And we were talking about the other day, man. We remember riding penny boards to fucking high school, you know, and now we both muscle car it up. Shit is crazy, bro.
It is crazy.
Life is crazy. Everything moving forward.
I got this little it's like a $50 piece you can get off Amazon. That's like an X shape kind of, and you basically cut out that resonator or muffler, and you put that X pipe instead. So what that does, it gives it like, makes it very like crackly and snappy and a beautiful cold start. But if you really want this thing to make noise, you got to cut out the rear mufflers. You cut out the rear mufflers, and that's when it gets super loud. So now, like when you're not driving, it's quiet, but when you press that gas, it makes shit, like it makes some
good
sound.
noise, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, it's perfect right now. But we should crack the windows and see if they can hear a little when we get down here.
The rev matching when you downshift is so nice. I would not want to do that myself. So like coming here, I'm about to downshift a second. Rev matches for you. Release the clutch slowly.
And as you can see, you got the big boy screen. All right, guys, this is the brand new 5.0 GT 2026, which I don't know nothing about. Yeah, that thing looking hard. All blacked out, murder gang. Random American fly.
Yo,
these shits is trash.
I love these brake caliper covers. That was one of the reasons why when I saw this car at the dealership, I was like, damn, I dreamed to have that car. I didn't think I could have it.
Now, red brake calipers is hard. Yes, the color looks nice. But this shit, on a 5.0, nah.
And when you're driving, you can read it because it's like the ring goes through.
Yeah, I ain't a fan of that.
Look at front.
The color's nice. Like, them being red is nice, but I'm not a fan of the material and what they are. And
Bro, you just don't know about brake caliper covers.
bruh. Yeah, I don't know about brake caliper covers. All right, guys, I don't drive this car much, so today you're gonna watch me drive it. I kind of basically learned manual with this car.
Hold on, can I pause you for 1 second?
What?
Just so you guys know, this is what I'm doing to get the shot. Back seats don't exist, all right?
All right, so basically I'm getting the clutch to grab, giving that little gas. Let's go in there. All right, so we're in first, second. It's so much more different driving the manual. There's so much more things to focus on. Coming up to the speed bump, back to first. Slow down a little. Give the gas. Oof. See, that is like so much to think about. Damn. There's nothing like driving the manual and really feeling that power.
It's a lot to think about.
He's a little scared back there.
You definitely get used to it after. It took me a month just to get decently.
I believe I can fly.
All right. You see, that's why I don't let this motherfucker drive. What are you doing? Why the fuck did it brake like that?
Because I had the clutch in last. Driving slow like this around is harder than driving fast.
It's harder when you're not used to it, but when you get used to it, it's really easy. You see, because when it revs like
that, that's what's taking me. Like this, all this I'm doing right now, I'm learning right now because it's so difficult to think where I want to be, what gear you want to be in. Like, and automatically it just does all that for you. But it makes sense to drop shift, to downshift, to go over these speed bumps because you got to go slower. But I'm also making sure my RPMs don't go under that 1,000 because I don't want to stall out.
I mean, if anything, you can always just push the clutch and it's not too big of a deal.
Yeah.
But when you're learning, you really don't want to, like, Of course you should, but sometimes you don't want to, just because you don't want to have to do the whole process again of pushing the clutch in and giving it gas.
Like, this is the tougher part. Is going through parking lots like this is going to be a lot tougher than just yamming it down.
When I first got this car, I would wake up the next day and I would have so much anxiety of driving the car that I didn't want to drive the car. So it was definitely a challenge. Like, if you've never driven a manual and you decide to go and get it, my beard look crazy right now. It's definitely gonna be a challenge. It's gonna be days you wake up and you don't want to drive the car, because it's just like that feeling of like stress, like you're just stressed out. And then like the cars start beeping at you and stuff, because it takes you a second. If you're not paying attention, like when that light's gonna turn green, the light will turn green, you gotta push the clutch in, put it in first, then release the clutch slowly. And if you're learning, you're gonna release the clutch slower than you would usually release it, like once you already know.
I was gonna say too, when he first got this car, I was like, damn, now I want to change my Challenger in for the same 5.7 Hemi, but a manual 5.7 Hemi. And I drove his like 3 times. It was the last time that I had drove it, and dumb thing happened at the gas station, and I stalled it because I was so angry at the person behind me doing dumb shit, and they parked up right in the gas pump right behind me, and I was so focused in the rearview mirror on them. So I'm still in first gear, and I come to a complete stop at the gas pump, and I forgot to put the clutch in, and it was the dumbest stall. Yeah. So that stuff just tortures you. To have fun with something like this, and to have a car like this, and to have an experience like this, and to be able to do it every day, and to be able to build onto a car like this is a beautiful engine to build on. There's so many things you can do this car if you wanted to go faster, which I don't think neither of us want to right now.
You don't need to go faster than this.
460. You know, some people are speed junkies, so if you want to be a speed junkie, you know, this is a nice car to do it in.
Bro, you don't have to do anything. You could just throw a supercharger, turbos.
It's a very fun car, but for every day, it's too compact. And I'm always drinking coffee and all this stuff, so it's like I really do kind of need automatic for every day. And if I want to drive a manual, I just drive his car. We could just swap cars and stuff. You right now can do this. You could plan for your future, put your finances in check, get a job that's well-paying. And if you don't have a well-paying job right now, you can find one. You can keep looking. You can do some side hustles. You know, pick up gigs. Do what you got to do to put yourself in a position to win. But when you get a car like this, you change a lot of things in your life. Like, there's nothing wrong with having a beater. Me and him have both drove beaters our entire life. We know what it is to be on both sides of the car world, you know. And we're not even where we want to be at yet, because eventually I'm going to be in a C8, and eventually I don't know what you want to be in.
Probably a Corvette. Like, if I was to stay 2-door. If not, I love like big SUVs, like luxury, like a Cadillac.
Escalade V is hard too, but any Escalade,
crazy
really.
Shit like that.
But yeah, man, I'm going to be in a C8 one day eventually, but I have to get my finances in check. I got to take care of personal debt. I got to make sure I put myself in a good position to be able to do that and be happy with the decision. So just make sure you're doing the right things in life, and make sure you have at least a 5 to 10 month plan. Okay, I want this car. Here's my 5 to 10 month plan. Draw it out, envision it, and that thing will come to life, and you will receive the fruits of your labor. So plant your seeds now, man, and anything is possible. All you guys can do this shit, man. We came from nothing, man. We came from, like, we didn't have help doing this shit. We figured shit out. Like, nobody helped him start his jewelry business. Nobody helped me. And I'm not saying nobody helped us, because we had a lot of help and love and support as family-wise.
We got a big family support.
Yeah, we have a big family support.
Amazing
like,
parents, amazing older brother and sister. So
I mean, nobody gave us the ideas. Nobody's like, oh, this is the idea, go do it. No, it was I tried a million things. I went from dumping garbage to selling food to flipping couch. I've done everything, bro. Construction, I've done it all. And I landed on cutting hair. You know, and he tried a bunch of shit with e-commerce, and he landed on that jewelry shit, and it hit. So y'all gotta be out there trying a bunch of stuff. We're at 25 now, which is crazy for me to think. I'm like, damn, I'm already getting old. Like,
I see some gray hairs here already. I'm getting old.
It don't sound right. I'm like, damn, I want to say like, oh yeah, I got this car at 22, I got this car at 23, but now I'm 24 even.
Hey,
but I'm like, damn, I got this car at 25. You know, it's like I'm getting older, and it's happening fast.
Don't compare yourself to other people. You see somebody getting a Hellcat at 19. It's like, bro, God is going to give you all your blessings exactly when you need them. Don't try to compare yourself, why he got this at this age and this and that. Trust me, man. A lot of the times you start realizing, like, later on in life, it's not going to happen like when you're feeling that way. But later on in life, you realize, damn, if God gave me that car at that age, I probably would have crashed that shit and like messed myself up. Or, you know, anything could happen. God is going to, if you're really connected with God and you're really connected, like, with yourself, you're gonna realize, like, you're not ready for everything all the time. Like, you have to build yourself up to be ready for that. But while we're talking about this, look, they got a little Corvette right there, man. You know, the world always talking to us.
Yeah, I'm being a C. I love those rims too. But I wanted to say too, just think about this. Just 2 years ago, I was in my 03 1500 Ram pickup truck, which I still love to death. I was in an old pickup truck that I loved. I put some mud tires on. I gave it my style, gave it my little bedazzle to it. You know what I mean? But I was in that truck, and I was around my brother making money. I was around a whole bunch of other men in our group that were making money and close to God and doing well. And all I could do was hit the gym hard, be close to God, you know, have these good friends. But I didn't have no money in my pocket. Like I felt like I was the only one there that wasn't doing nothing financially and wasn't, you know, doing well. But I never beat myself up too much about it. I just understood that my time was coming, and if I kept putting myself in the right position, then my time will come. And I was patient, and that was where I learned patience, because that took a lot out of me to be around people that are all financially stable. And you know, I got my girl, I got a bunch of things I'm worried about, thinking about personal debt, this, that, and the third. My dad needs some money every month for the house, and all this stuff's going on. And I didn't have shit, man. I was getting out the mud. I was flipping couches, selling subs. I was just, whatever the hell was around me, just selling it to make some money to be able to pay whatever I had to pay.
Everything legal.
The measly bills, yeah, everything legal, man. I never had to do any of the other bullshit, man. Never had to do that. So what I'm telling you guys is, just be patient. Your time will come, but you have to put yourself in the position for good things to happen to you. If you're always around negative people, always being negative, always on some bullshit, smoking weed all fucking day, nothing good will fucking happen to you. You're gonna be a fucking bum. God damn. Go to the gym, work out, bust your ass every day, sweat, get in the best shape of your life. Being in good shape brings you money. Just as people don't understand that. Being in good shape brings you money. Get in the best shape of your life and make friends, make connections with the right people that are doing the right things. Once somebody's not matching your energy, step away and go to people who are matching your energy. And that's the people that are going to bring you these good opportunities. And be close with God and be thankful for every day that we are alive and we can live and be happy. All right, drive home.
Let's finish this video off. That's it, right?
Yeah, that's
we're gonna get a little more driving footage, and I don't know if you're gonna drive home.
Yeah, I'm driving.
And
I'm gonna show you what I can really do in this thing.
Subscribe, like, share.
Appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure you drop the video ideas down below, man. We're gonna start dropping some videos. We always say that. So whatever happens, however often we drop it, however we're gonna drop it. We've been busy, man, making money every day.
Let's do it.
What you talking about? Breaking here.